This thing on worked. What's up, everybody? What's going on, everyone? This is your boy AALS3179. I came back with another video for the first time ever in a long time. Not just, I finally get to do a live stream on my own. For a while. Normally, I wanted to do it with my uncles. I couldn't do it right now, but all that stuff. So, however, things are going to be a little different right now. So, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, Mon, I mean, that WWE WrestleMania is finally going to Viva Las Vegas. Yes, that's what I said. I'm gonna do the Howard Finkel voice. Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 40th one anniversary of WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, here to say to all everyone from millions of around the world, ladies and gentlemen, this is WrestleMania live from Viva Las Vegas. I do my Howard Finkel impression voice. I did awesome. Alrighty, guys. So let's get on with it here at WrestleMania 41, and I'm getting ready to get started right there. As I'm looking forward to it to get it started right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to put that out of the way, I am going to go start talking about everything. So let me just share my screen real quick, and we're going to get ready to get started. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen, for our goodness of the greatest of the live event of the sports entertainment known as WrestleMania. So let's start it this way. Super Bowl 58, worst freaking logo ever. Why? It's the same. Now I know this has nothing to do with WWE WrestleMania. This is the NFL, but as a Raider fan, why? Just why? Why is this same logo with this? They've been doing the same logo since Super Bowl 45, and nothing's been changed. It's like the NFL's obsessed with this logo. That's why I'm just not a big fan of it. Well, I mean, to give them credit, they did add some of these types in the background, but I feel like it's a colossal catastrophe. Plus, Super Bowl 58 was a failure. Didn't like it, not just because the team that won, that I'm not going to mention because of the team that I don't like that won. It's just this whole thing is just a big floop. But look at this. Look at this glorious logo. WrestleMania 41. How can you top this to this? Like, seriously. I don't know why, but it's kind of weird and strange and stuff like that. I got no much to say right there for this comment. So, anyway, so let's get this out of the way. Before we get to predictions, we're looking at all the matches so far right now. I want to talk about is this one. This is a glorious name. Yeah, King Bob 04. How you doing? And all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go look at this logo real quick. So I like the part how they add the lights and the sirens with everything, with all the white circles on everything. It has this yellow thing like in the light in the middle, and it faded to the dark if you look at the top and the set on the bottom side. But I'll give them that. I really do like it. And this is one of my favorite ones. This has to be a good one. A neon type color. Like, look at this. How can you top this to this past Super Bowl 58? Like, Super Bowl 58 could have been a good logo, but not as close as this one. So, yeah, Super Bowl 58, what the NFL did, it was a bad catastrophe. But this, I got to give credit. WWE made the best amazing logo. Especially I like how they add the neon, like the red, blues, with the poker cards. And they had the Vegas sign, it's pretty awesome. I like it a lot, especially with the WWE logo. But however, this was supposed to be their original logo. I don't know why they changed it, but it looks similar to this, but except that it's kind of too narrow. The only thing they kept is just the Vegas sign. Like you can tell the Vegas with the colors, and they do have the whole thing with the poker cards, but except that it has the WWE logo like in the card, and it has 41. I will give them that and stuff. So let's get it on with it. So before we get on with the match, let's talk about the stage. The stage, oh, look like this. Let's go look at the stage right now. So first, you have the ramp that says WrestleMania. You have the backside. It's taking place on the backside Legion Stadium. I can tell the Jumbotron. It has the WWE logo. Then it has the building. Looks like supposedly representing the Bellagio, I believe. And look at this. Like, this is a glorious stage. Okay, I will give that. The stage is amazing. But the only thing I really wish they could have added the dice rolls, the slot machines. I wish they could add more, like the slot machines, the dice rolls, like any more props. Like they could add a little bit more. But however, this is all we got. But I really like it a lot so far. It's pretty amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go start talking about our predictions from any match from WrestleMania. Okay, so Jey Uso versus Gunther, and it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. So as much as I like to see Jay winning because Jay is the main eventer, but Gunther has a great opportunity and stuff like that, everything. So it's going to be a battle. So my prediction, I believe I'm going to go with Jey Uso. Jey Uso's winning it. He's a main eventer. This guy came from a long way. But if not, I'm assuming Gunther's going to win. So this prediction, I have my two ways prediction because I have no opportunity who's going to win this one. But still, also credit to WWE, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give credit to them. They deserve the credit for this match. Next, we're going to talk about is LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Okay, for sure, LA Knight's going to win. Okay, so before I get started, my real prediction, I'm going to go with Jey Uso. Jey Uso's going to beat Gunther just to give everybody some credit stuff. So Jey Uso's going to win. So LA Knight's going to win. Why pick LA Knight? Because, all right, here's my prediction. Like, literally, here's my prediction. Jacob Fatu is going to get backstabbed by Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa are going to betray Jacob Fatu. I got a feeling, and they're going to cost him the U.S. title. So LA Knight, for sure, he's going to retain his U.S. title. So, yeah, Jacob Fatu, I don't see him winning. I believe they're going to build a story matchup that's Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu taking place at Backlash. So that's my prediction. But yeah, that's my prediction. So as I mentioned before earlier, I know I'm going back to Gunther versus Jey Uso. I think give me one sec. Let me hear if I can hear myself. Okay, yeah, I can hear myself. I'm sorry. I was just watching my video at the same time. Okay, so let me go start over again. I'm sorry. I lost count because I was just my prediction, Jey Uso's going to win it. He's going to beat Gunther. If Gunther still has Ludwig Kaiser or anyone, I haven't keep in touch with, his team and stuff. They might interfere. Jey Uso will find a way to become a World Heavyweight Champion. It might be a good positive match, but that's my prediction. So, like I mentioned before, Solo Sikoa is going to betray Jacob Fatu. So, Jacob Fatu is going to lose to LA Knight. So, LA Knight's going to retain the title. Alrighty. So, anyways, I got the first two match out of the way. Sorry, guys. I got a little bit too daydream and stuff. So, let's get to the next one. Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany for the women's championship. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. As much as I really get no offense, I don't want to talk about too much things about it. I'm not gonna get into a lot of detail because I'm keeping things to myself. But Charlotte Flair, I don't see why she won the women's Royal Rumble. It was not a deserve. I feel like it should have been Io Sky or someone. I don't see why Charlotte Flair is involved with this because it's just too much of her and it's not giving a lot of women's rosters. So, my prediction, I'm going to go with Tiffany. I want Tiffany Stratton to win. I hope she retains that title. But at the second thought, knowing WWE how it is, I got to feel like Charlotte is going to be the women's title. So, as much as she has her half and half. Like some fans like her, some fans don't. I'm not saying I hate her or anything. I'm not saying like that. But it's just, I prefer Tiffany to retain the title, face someone better. And Tiffany deserves a matchup. With her against Charlotte, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It's a bit of a controversial, in my opinion. So I want Tiffany to win. I got to finish. I'm going to put in my books, but Charlotte probably might take over. So yeah, that's just my other way. Anyways, just to make sure I didn't skip. All right. The match that I didn't see that coming, it just came out of nowhere. The New Day versus the Viking Raiders for the World Tag Team Champions. I'm gonna go with the Viking Raiders on this one. The New Day, I don't see them. Nah, I don't see them unless it's Biggie himself. No, I mean, yeah, sorry. And unless Biggie Langston comes back from injury, which I highly doubt it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But if he happens, it'll be cool if he interrupted both of these guys and have these guys win. But knowing how it is, I got a feeling it's gonna be the Viking Raiders for sure. I don't see Kofi or Xavier Woods winning this one, so I got a feeling the Viking Raiders got this one. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Okay, so this is gonna be a solid, decent match. I gotta predict, but I think that this is gonna be a really weird looking match so far. So I thought Jade Cargill might win this one. I would love to see her winning, but my prediction, I'm going to go with Naomi in this one. Naomi's going to win this one. The reason why I picked Naomi is because it's going to build up to the next thing because it's going to build up to the next storyline. So, which I'm going to get to that later. So, yeah, I got a feeling Naomi is going to win this one. Jay Cargill, as much as I want her to win, but Naomi's going to win this one. There's no doubt about it. Alrighty, so I'm going to save this one best for last. Okay, so this is taking place at night number 2, but I'm going to focus on the night 1 only night ones. Okay, so let me make sure if I didn't get one. Okay, so I'm gonna go focus on night 1. So next one's gonna be Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I hardly know about this character, but I got a feeling it is Jay Cargill. I mean, I'm sorry, not Jay Cargill. I meant Chad Gable. Chad Gable. Alrighty. So the thing is that I don't see Americano's going to win. So Rey Mysterio probably, but now I'm hearing rumors that he's injured already. Let's hope he stays healthy by tomorrow. So in case if Rey Mysterio is not injured, I'm hearing rumors. So at the time of this live stream or recording the video before WrestleMania, I heard that today's Friday is Friday Night SmackDown. Heard rumors that Rey Mysterio is already injured and stuff. So I got a feeling that I'm gonna go with Ray in this one. But at the same time, mainly WWE, El Grande Americano might take over. So El Grande Americano probably is going to take over unless Rey Mysterio wins. But at the time, so let me know what you guys think in the comments if Rey Mysterio is not injured. All right, we're going to get to that one. So before okay, yep, that's everything. So main event, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. So we're going to see, okay, so this is going to be a weird looking prediction. So alrighty, so as much as I'm happy for CM Punk at the main event, I'm glad the guy went through a lot of hard times. He went through a lot of bad relationships with the WWE. He went through things. He went through situations. He went through stuff like that and everything. But I don't know if this is going to be a good one because it could be a good main event against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. But this is the weirdest match ever. There were rumors that they were supposed to have one-on-one on each guys. It was supposed to be a one-on-one between Seth Rollins versus CM Punk because CM Punk returned Survivor Series. There's a bit of a beef. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns because of the Shield era and stuff like that because more story. And the Roman Reigns CM Punk because it has to do with the storyline for the War Games. So they combined it all into a triple threat match. So all I gotta say is my prediction is CM Punk. I'm gonna go with CM Punk, the winner, because he deserved a winning spot at the main event at WrestleMania. But, however, they could give it to Roman Reigns. But I'm got a feeling Paul Heyman himself is gonna betray Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and turn their backs to Seth Rollins. So that's gonna be a weird looking prediction so far. So I'm not for sure yet, but that's just the decision has been made. Alrighty, so um night 1 is done. Now we're going to Saturday's WrestleMania. So I'm going to start all over again to right here. AJ Styles versus the main streamer Logan Paul. This is going to be a unnecessary, weird looking matchup. So as much as I'm going to go with AJ Styles in this one, I got a feeling he's going to be the winner. But knowing how it is, Logan Paul might be the winner of this one because of, I mean, he's Logan Paul. I mean, I get that he gets a lot of hate in the media attention and stuff like that because he's the biggest YouTuber. Not everyone likes Logan Paul. I get it, but I hope AJ Styles wins. And I heard rumors that AJ Styles might be retiring. In case if it is true, make sure if this is his last match, just in case, make sure AJ Styles is the winner. So I just don't think Logan Paul, maybe not this one, but I want AJ Styles to win. Fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. You got Penta versus Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio. Okay, so I got to think Braun Breaker is going to retain the title. For sure, Braun Breaker. Here's what's going to happen, my prediction. Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, they're both going to turn their backs against each other. I mean, similar to Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, because he's going to cost Jacob Fatu the match and give LA Knight to retain the title. This is what's going to happen. Either Penta or Braun Breaker is down. Finn Balor or Dominic Mysterio wants to pin, but Finn Balor pull him up. They get into a scuffle, an argument, and then they go at it. So they're going to have to go at it. And I got to say Braun Breaker is going to retain his title for sure. If not, My next prediction will be either Penta, he'll be my next one, and then Dominic Mysterio. Finn Balor, I don't see him. He'll be my least one. Unless he win, congrats. I believe he deserve it. But I'm not okay. I'm not trying to be a hater or anything. I respect Finn Balor. He's a good wrestler, but I got a feeling Braun Breaker needs to retain it. For sure, these two are going to go at it, and they're going to build a match between Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at Backlash, whatever the next pay per view is coming. And then there's going to be a beef relationship. So it's going to split up the Judgment Day. So that's my prediction. Next one's going to be the Tag Team Championship. Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan versus Bailey and Ding. I forgot what's her name. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, so apologize to everybody that I forgot what's her name. So give me 1 second because dang it. Oh man. This is so embarrassing. I should have just did my research a while back. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. So let's see here. Okay, her name is going to be Lyria Vacris. Okay. Lyra. Okay, I'm gonna call her Lyra. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Lyr. So I'm not gonna pronounce the last name, Lyra. Whatever. Her Lyra and Bailey versus Liv Morgan and Raquel. As much as Bailey could be and Lyra could be the good tag team champions, but I'm going to go with Liv Morgan and Raquel. For sure, Liv Morgan and Raquel are going to retain their titles. They deserve a WrestleMania spot. I believe Liv Morgan is going to win this one, and Raquel, they're going to retain their titles. They deserve it. So I believe it's going to be Bailey, as much as Lorel, whatever her name is, whatever. Bailey and her partner could be a good one, but I feel like Liv Morgan and Raquel deserve it. So, yeah. Alrighty. Next one from night two, Street Fight, City Street Fight. Okay, that's the thing. I'm looking forward to it. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Okay, first of all, as much as I don't agree with giving Drew McIntyre a random single match, I believe he deserves a championship match, and I believe he should turn face, not a heel. But all right, hold on, give me 1 sec. Hold on. Okay, I apologize, everybody. Had to do a little I had something real quick. Anyways, okay. So, anyways, I don't see. Okay, what I was trying to say is, I'm kind of a little disappointed that I disagreed that Drew McIntyre deserved a championship spot. Hopefully, we'll wait till Clash of the Castle. I hope they give him a winning spot. They better did. But Damian Priest is a good wrestler. However, my prediction, I'm gonna put the Drew McIntyre. I apologize for my alarm. Anyways, Drew McIntyre is gonna win this one, no doubt about it. I'm gonna put Drew McIntyre unless Damian Priest wins, that's good. But Drew McIntyre, I'm gonna put my money on Drew McIntyre on the gambling table for sure. Drew McIntyre. Okay, the women's world champion for the triple threat match. You got Io Sky, you got Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair, I hate to say this for myself, as much as I like her, she's a great wrestler, but I don't think she's gonna win because I got a feeling that, like I mentioned earlier about Naomi and Jade Cargill, I got a feeling Naomi is going to win. To build the hyped up, is going to be Naomi is going to interrupt Bianca Belair. She's going to be not just she's going to put it involved, but Naomi's going to attack Bianca Belair and cost her for the title. So I do see Io Sky retaining the title, but I'm going to put my money on Rhea Ripley for sure. Rhea Ripley is going to win. Io Sky's going to be my second, but I'm sorry, but Bianca Belair is going to get attacked by Naomi. There's going to be interruption, and then Jade Cargill will come out, attack Naomi, and then it's too late. So that means it's going to build up the hype for Backlash. So we'll just wait for that one. So I got Rhea Ripley, so Io Sky's my backup just in case. All right, for the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. As much as I would love to see Cody Rhodes retain the title, but I look up to John Cena since I was a little kid. I remember he was my favorite guy as a face. I like him as a heel. He did a great job, but I do also like Cody Rhodes. When I was a kid, I used to look up to Cena. I'll admit, I hated so many wrestlers that who were against Cena because he's like, kind of like funny because my uncle, when he was a kid, he looked up to Hulk Hogan. How I am, I look up to John Cena. Although he's my second favorite, my third favorite wrestler of all time, but second favorite wrestler after The Rock left. Well, Undertaker cannot replace. But I'm gonna go with John Cena maybe winning, but at the same time, I want to see Cody Rhodes retain the title. So it's a really tough decision. So all that stuff. So yeah, that's just my prediction. I know my prediction. I have some weird comments and stuff. I do apologize to everybody, but that's just my thing. Anyway, so yeah, man, this is my prediction, man. I can't wait. And yeah, like I say, because all that stuff. This is everything I can say. I don't got a lot of things to say, but yep, WrestleMania coming to Viva Las Vegas, or should I say the higher thing? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 41st anniversary of WrestleMania. Now, thousands of fans watching, millions tuning in from around the world to see one of the most biggest, spectacular, the most eye to eye, man to man has never seen. It is the mania behind the mania. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania live from Viva Las Vegas. Yep, that's what Howard Finkel one would say, man. Rest in peace, R.I.P. to the GOAT. But still, for the first time ever, WrestleMania's coming back since 1993 at WrestleMania 9. I heard WrestleMania 9 was a colossal failure. Not everyone liked it, but this better be top it all off. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It should be top it all off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I can say right now. So don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, thank you for 900 subscribers. We will find out what's going to happen, and I'm probably thinking about doing the match review after WrestleMania 41. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This is AALS 3179. Peace out, guys.